I felt alone. Like, I felt I had nobody that actually had the types of conversations that I wanted to have or that understood me at this time because I was dealing with some family stuff and so on. And podcasts made me feel less alone. Welcome to the vlog. A little bit of a new format, new channel as well. The old channel I had to change because I made so many mistakes in producing content, in trying to build an online business, that my seed audience, I guess, was corrupted and YouTube wasn't giving my videos any reach. Now, a bit of a fresh start, a bit of breaking the mold, doing something different for a different result. I posted 400 videos on that old channel. Do you understand how painful it is to actually 400 times go from, okay, this is the video that's going to make my channel pop. This is the video that will actually build some progress there. So imagine you did that one time, right? You start with one video and you say, okay, this one is going to hit it viral. Of course, the first one doesn't go viral. But you do that whole cycle. So record a video first, prep, right? Do some script writing, ideation, whatever. Second, sit down and actually record the video, where it's not always as pretty as it looks. Realistically speaking, whenever you are recording, I make mistakes, I stumble upon my words and so on. You need to repeat the cycle. It takes a lot of time. After this, sit down, edit the video, and that's another 90 minutes to 2 hours. Software crashes, whatever. After this, sit down, write the title, and prepare the thumbnail, and then post the video, and do that 400 times over. And then yesterday, I had to confront it. I had to confront it and say to myself, what I'm doing, it's not working. And that was such a painful moment, actually. It was like confrontation with failure. I failed an online business so many times right now. I've made maybe all the possible mistakes that you can make. And it's really interesting to hear all these gurus talk about consistency. It's like how you become viral, how you make an online business work. I think it's just stubbornness in not giving up. It's just going with the ups and downs, mostly downs. It's like failing over and over and over and over and over again. So I've started a fresh channel. It looks very similar to the old one, but I want to reset that algorithm. I want to reset that seed audience because I've changed niches. I've posted in the wrong way. I've started promoting my channel with Google Ads, which was a mistake. And all of those things just sort of compounded and caused the channel to fail. And a part of starting fresh is I want to get some new content going, new type of content going. And that new type of content is going to be just like this. So it's going to be raw founder mode vlog. I have no idea what I will title these yet, but I'm going to share you the behind the scenes, the actual day in and day out, the problems that I'm facing, overcoming, some cool tips and so on. And it's going to be a part of my effort in order to document the journey because I'm 24 right now. And the only thing that I regret about my earlier years, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, is that I haven't documented all that much. I have photos, and photos are cool. But what I'm missing are, first of all, videos like this, because it reminds me of what was going through my head or what the problems were. And also more letters to myself. That's something that I'm going to get into as well. It's going to be sharing my mindset. It's going to be sharing the raw thoughts that I have in the moment. A lot of the times those videos, there is always a purpose behind each video. Each video is supposed to teach you a lesson. It's supposed to show you something. But those vlogs are more of showing you the kitchen. So what you see in those main videos is the meal. I'm actually showing you what I cooked, right? And you can taste it and say if it's good or not. This is the kitchen. This is where all the ideas and all the things are made. Yesterday I felt really sad about that channel failing, having to start a new channel, because nothing seems to work, and I'm just going to iterate. I'm just going to crack the code, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. But just today in the morning, woke up with fresh energy, woke up with a lot of power. And the thing that I'm so proud of is my articulation, because I look at those old videos, right? The ones that I posted on the previous, the older channel. And a lot of them were just like weird. I sounded like a robot. There was no good articulation, there was no good idea expression, and I was just reading scripts. But I realized that my ability to talk to camera got much better. And it's so the big lesson that I want to give you right here is, even if you fail, and I failed, I don't know how, at this point I failed content creation, like this is going to be what works 5-6 times. I stopped counting, but the big part is all the skills that I've learned at every single one of those. So I was trying to teach English online. I learned to make short form content. I learned like the basics of editing. Then I started to make videos that were really scripted and so on. But every single failure gave me the skills that made me better, and those skills are what stay with me. So I guess, especially if you're going through a harder time and you failed something recently, just focus on the skills. Focus on what you've been able to build, and especially the things that are non-observable. Because yeah, sure, I failed, but the skills are still there. Listen, here's the thing. If you love espresso, like I do, I've been through all levels of coffee. And the first level of coffee that you get is instant coffee. And I drank instant coffee, but instant coffee tastes a bit like plastic. And then I went to espresso machine, but like an automatic one. You click and it's like, and it like makes the espresso. But the absolute best purchase that I've made in all June, maybe this whole year, is buying, look at this bad boy, a barista espresso machine. The quality of coffee that you get from a barista machine in comparison to automatic espresso machine, it's out of this world. It literally tastes like it's out of a coffee shop. Now, you have to learn how to use it a little bit. Not so easy. Automatic espresso is much easier, but it pays, right? So basically, I'll make a cup of espresso for me and for my girlfriend, and I'll take you through it a little bit. So the first thing that I need to do, bam, this bad boy, dosing funnel, so I don't make my machine dirty with all the espresso. Then just put it in the grinder. Wait, let me do something different. Bam. Give me a second. So listen, basically, these are my coffee beans. We grind them. Bam. Then we've got 2 cups ready right here. Take it out. We need to tan this bad boy up. So what I do is this one. First, we start gently. Squeeze. With a twist. Do it with a twist, almost like a pro barista. For the longest time, I didn't spend money on things like the last espresso machine I had for 4 years. And I was debating whether to upgrade it or not, because we were like trying to invest and like maybe scale your business or just have stack cash and so on. But what I realized is, especially those things that you repeat every day, coffee, if you drink a lot of coffee, it's worth investing in, man. It's worth investing in. It's just going to make it such a better experience. It's going to make your daily routine exciting. It's going to make you want to do stuff more. Here's where the magic happens. Bam. Now it would be really funny if I played it right now and this like spilled everywhere. Bingo. Look at that thick crap. There we go. Now this shot, as you see, wasn't ideal. Do you see how it's like having trouble going? But that's what it's all about, right? 25 seconds extraction. It should be about like 25, 26, 27. So this one wasn't so ideal, but look at that, baby. Wow. And the cup design. Haven't bought those cups, but have to appreciate the consistency, right? Cat cups. I don't even have a hat cat, but that's how we roll. So I'm going to get that espresso going, do some more work on the laptop, and after that probably go for a walk. I found that I have to work in bursts. For me, working a long time, like 3 hours in a row, I just burn out. But if I work in bursts, I would just do one task, quick little break, just get a shot of espresso, get something to eat. That makes me much more productive throughout the day. So it's about multiple bursts rather than one long marathon. Just working like a tiger. Working like a tiger, not like a turtle or a donkey. A donkey just keeps rolling slowly. Tiger jumps, hits the antelope, and then it rests.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get.
The problem that I've identified with my content game, it's lack of posting on Instagram. Honestly, I used to post a lot to Instagram, but when I look at those posts, they look very outdated just because I don't really use Instagram. I don't consume the content that's on the platform. And you can see this. The reason is, it's because I feel like it's hurting my ability to focus and actually do work and actually make progress. So I don't really use Instagram. But I've been thinking about it and I want to start generating more traffic. I want to start generating more people on my social media to just build this sort of personal brand that I wanted to build. And this is my commitment. I'm going to start posting on Instagram. I'm going to start posting and I'm going to start posting in a way that's going to bring measurable results. Because the only thing that I was doing for the last couple of months is stories, and stories are cool, stories are fine, but what we need is more posts and reels. I'm going to do my best to fit them to the sort of standards that are like ever present on Instagram right now. Because I used to post just talking head reels and they don't perform so well. So if you're also trying to make your content pop, a big lesson that I've learned is you need to format the content so that it's suitable to the platform that you're using. So if you're using Instagram, the content needs to look like it's made for Instagram. If you're using YouTube, the same sort of thing is true. Now, if you don't like making certain type of content, I would just say ignore the platform. My best platform by far is X. I love writing and I love ideas and I love formulating ideas in a creative, engaging way. On X, you can do it quite easily. So if you're not following me on X, do it right now. Most of my thoughts, most of my ideas, that's where you'll find them. So my baby just made delicious pasta
Soba noodles
for dinner. Yeah, so after smashing that plate, get the sun, hopefully I can cover this with my hair. So after smashing that plate, spend some time with my girl. Hit the shopping. By the way, I have a new addiction. Can't be the only one doing this, but I bought 6 pints of ice cream, Ben & Jerry's, Häagen-Dazs. It's part of my summer maxing protocol, right? What I'm trying to do is have more fun, and have more fun in a way of like, eat some ice cream, man. Eat some ice cream with my girl, chill, watch a World Cup game, or maybe if not watch a World Cup game, watch a nice movie. I've just been watching The Collateral with Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise. Really, really good movie. I wanted to also talk to you about that I said that I need to start posting on Instagram more, take short form content more seriously, because I've been really devoted to long form over the last couple of months, but that was purposefully done because I wanted to get my long form better, and I'm still trying. Long form is what I watch personally. I don't watch any short form content. It's very natural for me to just watch a longer video where someone actually shares their thoughts, not a short one. I guess short one where it's like, oh, 3 ways to do this or 5 ways to do that, right? Yeah. Yesterday I felt so angry because I finally made the decision to start this new channel, to let go of this old channel that had some issues with the algorithm. And I felt like so angry. I told you I uploaded 400 videos. But today, actually, a really productive day. But like, I'm really into the groove. I really am trying to embrace that fresh start. It's not wasted. All the effort that I put in, pumping out these videos, learning everything and so on, it's not wasted. It's just like, it's on a temporary break, right? And yeah, I mean, sometimes you need to, before a time where you can make a lot of progress. The biggest times in my life when I saw progress were usually after a time where like something went down. So they were like, they were jumps. So what happens is you're on this level, you're like climbing up. Then you go down and you jump up. It's like stock market almost. A lot of the time stocks, like if you invest in stocks or in Bitcoin, what happens is you have these dips. So they don't like go in this like stable line up. What happens more is that they will go up, right? And they go up very fast sometimes, or maybe a little bit slowly, and then they go down and they have this V-shaped recovery. They just like skyrocket up. And I feel like, oh, look at the sun. It was windy and rainy all day, but who cares? But all that is to say that what you really want to do is take every single setback, every single failure, every single bad thing that happens, and use it. Use it because you have the power to literally turn those bad things into something positive, man, into something that's going to benefit you in the long run. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, I woke up today like, hooray, I just wasted more than probably 2,000 hours of my life posting videos on a challenge that didn't pop. I just hate that sort of victim mentality, victim mindset, and I don't want to have that. I was eating breakfast with my girl today, and yeah, I told her that I hate when I get into this victim mindset. I hate when I get into this sort of mindset where you want things to be easy, I guess. You want things to like just go effortlessly. I don't have that sort of like victim mentality, like, oh, everything needs to be easy, look at me, I'm so sad. No, man, it is what it is. And I'm going to take that setback, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to learn. And also, because I learn it in this harder, let's say, quote unquote, like, it's just like, I'm doing this because it's been a dream of mine, it's been an ambition of mine to do something like that. So it's not like I'm not doing this for survival. I've got a business, I've got investments, right? I can make money without this. But like, it's always something that I wanted to do. So I'm just going to keep going. Now, on a second note, how wonderful is walking? Like, I'm serious right now. Walking is probably one of the best things you can do. I'm not joking. Because like when you walk, when you actually go out there, you're looking into the greenery, right? You're looking into the plants and so on. What you're going to notice is your brain calms down. And I usually, like, my schedule is 2 walks a day. 2 short, I've got my route that I like regularly go to. So 2 walks a day, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. 1, I'm going to show this one to you. I just like came up with this idea for the vlog on the go, and I didn't do it in the morning, but I actually start my every single day with a quick walk, with a quick round around, because it just sets me in this like lovely mood. It just gives me that calm. My glucose is better, and what I do, especially when I'm working on a hard, difficult project, what I'll do right now is I'm going to do a 90-minute sprint, full focus like a tiger, And I told you, you need to relax a little bit, right? You saw me like making coffee earlier. You saw me doing something different, right? This is purposeful because I'm trying to get the stamina higher. And for my brain at least, because I get very intense and I get very focused, like 90 minutes, maybe two and a half, like the first session, the first deep work session, I can do three hours. But after this, it's hard. So like 90 minutes. And then I need something to relax me. I need something to reset me. And the walks are the best way to do this. I'm getting those steps in. I'm like so burning calories, staying low body fat, staying fit, shredded for the summertime. And yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. And when I was young, like walking was the best form of therapy. Like if I felt depressed, if I felt sad, I would just like walk and listen to podcasts endlessly. Like I would listen to old Joe Rogan stuff, or I would listen to, mostly it was Joe Rogan. I listened to Brandon Schaub as well, talking about UFC fights, and it was my thing. And that's what I used to do, because I felt alone. I felt like I had nobody that actually had the types of conversations that I wanted to have, or that like understood me at this time, because I was dealing with some like family stuff and so on. And podcasts made me feel less alone. And like a big part of what I'm doing with this channel, a big part of what I'm doing with recording and creating and so on, is because what I visualize when I record every single video is that there is one kid who's just like me, who feels alone, who feels like they don't have anybody to talk to, who feels like nobody understands them. And my voice, my ideas, my writing, my content makes that boy feel less lonely, and it makes him keep going, and it inspires him to do better, because it's possible to get out of that situation. And I feel like it's such an important mission of mine. Like it's been in my ambition since I started, you know, like when I was starting my business and so on, like that's what I dreamt about. I dreamt about being able to produce. I dreamt about being able to talk about ideas and inspire other people. And I would look at Joe Rogan, and I would look at all the other guys. Later I looked up to Chris Williamson and so on. I'm like, that's so cool. That's what I, like if I could do that to someone, I think that's my life purpose would be fulfilled. And yeah, I guess that's just what I'm doing. I think that there is a game happening today, and I was playing. Are you watching the World Cup? I am a little bit. Not too hard though. Like if I feel like it's a boring game, just go to sleep. And it's like European time, not American time. But it might be a good game sometimes. It's like football is relaxing in some way. I guess the part that's really relaxing about football is that it's a low level of stimulation, because it's not like an action movie where everything happens all the time. But you're in there, you're watching and so on. I'm rooting for Portugal. I think Cristiano is the GOAT. It's like my favorite player when I was younger. I think he's going to win. Even though he didn't have a good start, I still believe Cristiano. Come on, you got this, my man. Remember, he was like always my favorite player. Always when I was younger. So now I'm just like continuing that. And yeah, so he was an underdog and I was an underdog, and I sort of related to that, right? So I'm going to continue this walk. I'm going to come back home, probably had some dinner. It's a pizza night. I'll show you some pizza later. We'll finish this vlog and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, I mean, if you struggle with focus, go for a walk, man. It's going to help you out tremendously. Turns out I'm not such a pro blogger. I forgot to film the pizza. That's all that's left. And finishing the day with a bowl of fruit. The perfect dessert. There we go.